Hey everybody, this is Matt. I'm making a new Heroclix video, and this is mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time. Okay, so this is something I just got in the mail, and I really wanted to show it off and talk about what I got, and let's just get into it. So here's the box, and I'm gonna take the box out, and they always put a lot of freaking wrapping stuff, and okay, we got a lot of stuff here. They got some stuff here, box in the background. Let's get rid of that. Start unwrapping this stuff. Pretty decently wrapped up. Okay, let's see, got that. We got that. Oh, that went behind me. We got this thingy. We got this thingy. Oh man, its things broke off. That's alright. Oh, it's right here. Okay, well, I can maybe glue that back on. Okay, yeah. For a second I thought that one's broke too. I was like, no! I mean, honestly, the packaging is not very good. They kind of just all balled it up in a big thing. Okay, so, yeah, I will put this, like, right here. Okay. Okay, so, what do we got here, everybody? We got some stuff. We got some stuff. So over here we got some, what, dang it, friggin' pop-up window. I hate programs that do that. Okay, let me get out the cards too. We got a black cat. We got 2 lockjaws. We got 2 mermaids. We got 3 Lori Lamaris, and we got a Maxima. So these are a bunch of figures I wanted to get. They're kind of random, but I guess I'll just jump into them and talk about why I wanted them. Black Cat is a see if I can zoom in on this sucker. 13-point piece. It's just a little. It's literally just a black cat. You know, it's literally just a black cat. There's nothing to it really. It's just a black cat. Let's see, how many clicks of life does it have? It has 2 clicks of life. As you can see, the 2 right there. So, basically, it has this ability, this special damage ability that's kind of cool. It has 13 points. It's animal keyword. That's one of the reasons why I wanted it. For my animal teams and stuff, it's 13 points. That means, like, if it's on an animal theme team, like, it can use probability control, and that's a very cheap probability control. Okay, so at Black Cat, it can move through characters and through hindering, so that's kind of nice. When a black cat crosses your path, once per turn, when Black Cat moves through a square occupied by an opposing character, give that character a bad luck token. So it can put bad luck tokens on people. And then it has a thing. Black Cat can use probability control, but only to reroll the attack rolls of opposing characters anywhere on the map with a bad luck token. When Black Cat uses probability control, after action resolve, remove all bad luck tokens from that opposing character's card. So, I mean, it's really interesting. It's a nice little way, it's a nice little cheap way of probbing somebody's attack, you know? You're facing off against this Maxima with your lockjaws and stuff, and you're like, well, I can maybe do 1 damage with it, with a 7 attack. Nah, I'm just going to move through them and run away. I mean, it has a 6 movement with stealth, so if you could, like, move through and then land in hindering so they couldn't shoot you back. You do have tiny size and super senses, so if you're in hindering and somehow they can shoot you back, they got to hit a 18 super senses. Otherwise, they have to hit a. If they punch you, it's a 16. But if they shoot you and you're not in stealth, then it's a 17 super senses for 13 points. You can't go wrong with that, And then when they go to attack you, you can probability control it if they have a bad luck token. So that's kind of cool. So that is Black Cat. That's why I ordered it. Honestly, I'd probably want like 2 or 3 of them, but they only had 1 in stock, so I couldn't do much about that. So let's jump into this Fast Forces Lockjaw with the broken thing. It's okay. I actually have a Lockjaw. It's the Lockjaw with Speedball's cat duo, and that thing broke off too. Let's see if I can zoom in. So this is Lockjaw. He's amazing. He can be played at 50 points or 25 points, and he's just basically a carry piece, you know. He's also shocker animal keyword and pet avengers, which is a sub theme I like the rock sometimes. Teleporting dog. Lockjaw can use the carry ability. When he does, he can either carry up to 2 friendly characters, or he can ignore the combat symbols of the carried character. So that means he could carry a flyer, if that's the only person he's carrying, or he could carry 2 friendly characters. So what's cool about that is also, don't forget about how carry works. Every character has an innate ability to carry somebody of a smaller size on top of their normal carry. So, since a lot of animals are tiny size, then he could use his special carry to carry 2 friendly characters. Then he could also carry a tiny character, which is great when Dexstar, Streaky, Crypto, a bunch of those animals are tiny. So he could carry 3 of them, which is pretty freaking cool. Especially when he's at his 20. Let's just look at his dial. Let's just look at his dial, okay? So this is on his 50-point setting. He has 12 movement with plasticity, 10 attack, 2 damage, 16 toughness. Let's see. He loses an attack. Now this is his 25-point setting. 25 points, okay? 25 points. Still 11 plasticity. 1 damage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clicks for 25 points? Are you freaking joking? 6 clicks for 25 points, and he can carry 3 pieces around. I mean, that's just crazy. That's crazy useful right there, you know? Crazy useful. I also love the Jack Kirby explosion behind him. That's kind of cool. He's just really, really good, you know. And now, if you want a more offensive Lockjaw, you go the rare from the set, which was Guardians of the Galaxy. And this one actually has his little head thingy, but you can tell it's barely on there. It looks like maybe it's been re-glued too. It kind of does look like it's been re-glued. Same exact sculpt, but this one costs 75 points instead of 25 and 50. Oh, if I can turn this dial. May not be able to turn this out very well. Okay, let me. There we go. We're barely turning it. Okay. So this dude's 75 points. Let's look at his keywords. Very similar keywords. Animal and humans, pet avengers. Now he has improved movement. Can move through elevated, hindering, blocking, and even if he's like, he can even move through opposing characters even if he's based. So he can get the heck out of there easily. He has 2 traits. Transport the royal family. Lockjaw can use the carry ability. He may carry up to 3 characters that share a keyword with him regardless of their speed symbols. So that's animal or pet avengers for me. In humanity, Lockjaw can use perplex but can't modify damage values, and may only target a character with an Inhumans keyword within 3 squares. So if you're playing him with an animal team or something, he's most likely only targeting himself. But let's see what he has on his first click. I probably won't turn him much further on. On his first click, for 75 points, he has 12 charge, 18 defense, 2 damage, probability control. So that's actually pretty decent. For 75 points, he can carry a whole bunch of pieces. If he really wanted to, he could perplex up his damage to 3, and he could charge in for a 10 attack for 3. Or, you know, he could perplex up his defense to 19 and have probability control. So you got to hit that 19 twice. I like it for the probability control because animal is a generic keyword, and so according to the rulebook, I don't know. I was reading yesterday. They may get 1 probability control, but they may not. I gotta look into it. Maybe my rulebook's old. I'm not really exactly sure, but they get less probability controls. So having probability control on this piece is really nice. Of course, if you're playing them for 25 points and you got a theme team, then you can just use theme team prob. and you can't go wrong with 25 points. Heck, you could. Well, no, I don't think Black Cat can use it because he has like a specialized probability control, which I guess kind of breaks that. But so those are some lockjaws. I've been wanting them for a long time. I didn't get much out of the Guardians of the Galaxy set, other than a few commons and uncommons. And I'm just happy to have the lockjaws. They're just really cool. Once I can get this thing glued back on there. Okay, so the next piece to show off is Maxima, and the reason I got her is because she has Justice League keyword, and I'm always on the outlook for more pieces with Justice League keyword. You may not be able to see. I can zoom up. This is part 2 of my Justice League, and maybe I can just zoom up a little bit further. So like, this is Justice League. This is Justice League right here, and this is all the other pieces with Justice League keyword. So yeah. Sorry about the vibrations there. So yeah, I'm always on the outlook for more Justice League pieces. Let's zoom in. She has a trait. Maxima can use mind control and telekinesis. That's always useful, honestly. 125 points with Indomitable. Can use telekinesis. That means she could throw out the Flash. She could throw out Superman. She has Superman enemy team ability, which is kind of stupid because you're probably not going to have anybody else. But you know, you can't go wrong with it. Charge, super strength. She can pick up an ultra heavy, hit somebody for 7 damage. She has a special damage thing. I've chosen New Kryptonian. When Maxima is adjacent to the highest point opposing character, she can use mind control as a free action, but only to target that character. So she can mind control friendly characters. Oh no, highest point opposing character. Okay, was it? She has to be so she could charge in, hit you for 7. If she misses, mind control you for a free action, and maybe have you go beat up somebody else. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I really like the telekinesis. She really plays a good role. I mean, she could turn 1 TK out Flash, have him run and come back. Next turn, have herself charge in and punch somebody with ultra heavy. I mean, and she's flying, so like she like turn 1 carry out the Flash, turn 2 TK him out and let him punch somebody come back. And that's really nice. I mean, you don't see a lot of TK on a lot of pieces. So I like her. You know, she's pretty cool. I probably won't look at her whole doll, but she's cool. So the last 2 pieces I wanted to show off, and this is something I've been building towards for a while, is Atlantis. And there's 2 pieces here that have Atlantis keyword. Mermaid and Lori Lamaris. So let's just start out with the Mermaid because it's interesting. I already have 1 Mermaid, so that's why I only bought 2. I kind of want to make a team with 3 Mermaids and 3 Lori Lamaris and maybe something else because they're pretty cheap. Mermaid is only 33 points. Has a trait. When Charm the Weak-Willed. When she is targeted with an attack by an opposing character that can't use willpower, Mermaid modifies her defense value by +2. So, if they have Indomitable, then it's no good. If they have Pyrocosmic or Quintessence, it's no good. But, you know, you'd be surprised how many pieces do not have willpower or cannot use willpower. So, she gets the +2 defense pretty good, you know. And then she has Sidestep with Incapacitate and starting out Toughness. She's actually really good because, you know, she has that Sidestep, 11 attack, Incapacitate, which is kind of cool. 0 damage. She does 0 damage. But, you know, if you're running a bunch of her, then they can just incapacitate, you know? And then Lori Lamaris makes the whole thing work around, okay? So the Mermaid was 33 points. Lori Lamaris is 45 points. And she has a few traits. Legs on land, fins in the water. When Lori Lamaris occupies water terrain, she has dolphin symbol. It modifies her defense value by +2. So her defense value starting out is 17. So she'd have a 19 defense when she's in water. You put on the Atlantis ATA, and suddenly when they're shooting at her, she has a 20 defense, which is pretty crazy because it gives her +1 defense when she's in water against range attacks, I think. When she begins an action in water terrain, modify her speed value by +2. So she has a 6 movement, so it'd be an 8, unless like her special movement is something different. She has the sea sings of him. When Lord Lamaris or a friendly character named Mermaid is KO'd by an opponent character, opposing characters within 5 squares of the KO'd character that are occupying water terrain are each dealt 2 penetrating damage. That is crazy, because I'm pretty sure it stacks. So if you have 3 Lori Lamaris out, and anybody KOs a 33-point mermaid, that means all opposing characters within 5 squares of that character would get hit for 6 penetrating damage, which is crazy, you know? And then her special movement, everyone loves the mermaid, Superman most of all. Lori Lamaris can use mind control and isn't dealt unavoidable damage from using it. That's crazy. She can use it as a free action, but only to target characters named Superman and Superboy. So what's cool is she has triple target. So that's her speed power. So she has triple target mind control with 11 attack, which is pretty cool, dude. It's pretty freaking cool. Does it give her sidestep or anything? No. Okay, I guess it just has bonus speed. But that's really cool. She's 45 points. I would just run a, let's see, 45, 90. Let's see, 2 of them would be 90. Then you throw on her, because you want as many as you want of her. So that's 135, and then 3 of them would be 99 points. 135, so it'd be 234, and then so you have 234. That'd be 66 points left. You could fill in with exactly 2 more mermaids. So if you ran 5 mermaids and 3 Lori Lamaris, that's 300 exactly. Oh, I may need to get my hands on 2 more mermaids. Yep. But I mean, really, if you just had, okay, let's say you don't even run the mermaids, you just run the Lori Lamaris. Okay, how many could you fit? 45 points. That's 90. Another 2 would be 180. Another 2 would be 270. You'd have 30 points left over. I'm not really sure. But if you had 4 of them and they KO'd one of them, let's say you had 4 of them and they KO'd a regular mermaid. Every opposing character within 5 squares of that KO'd mermaid would take 8 penetrating damage. So yeah, it can be kind of disgusting. And I'm a big fan of Atlantis. Namor, Aquaman. I tell you, my favorite Atlantis piece right now is Ocean Master, because he has that once per game, give him a double power action, roll 2 dice, double the result, and choose one of the sides, either your starting area or your opponent's starting area, and that many squares forward into the center of the map is water terrain. And if you have any kind of probability control, whether it's Mara or something else, or just even theme team probability control, because Atlantis is a named keyword, you just re-roll it until you fill the whole map with water, and suddenly, if you have the Atlantis ATA, they all have +1 defense, and a lot of these pieces get bonuses if they're in water. Like Aquaman does, like Namor does, like Mara does, and suddenly you have this really cool Atlantis theme team. So that was the pieces I got in the mail today. 2 Lockjaw. They're really cool for pet teams or animal teams. They're really cool for pet Avenger teams. I got a Black Cat. I probably want another 1 or 2 or 3 of them. They're really cool for animal themed teams. I got a Maxima, which is really cool for Justice League themed teams. And I got some Mermaids and Lori Lamaris, which are really good for Atlantis theme teams. Can you tell that I play a lot of theme teams? Because I do. That is how I play this game. Everything's a theme team. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and hearing about these pieces and what they can do and stuff. And I hope you have a fantastic day. And thank you so much for watching this video and supporting this channel. You are amazing. Have a great time playing Heroclix in the future. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.